I'm Joseph.
I'm Lehrick.
I'm Daniel.
This is how you build a computer.
Don't tease her, never leave her.
Step 1. Buy parts. Ideally, the more money you have, the better computer you'll get.
Step 2. Wait for parts.
Hey man, you got
Step 3. Cardboard party.
Step 4. Look at all your parts. Graphics card, motherboard, processor, RAM, hard drive, fan, thing, case, power supply, monitor, succulent.
Step 5. Set up case. Remove cover. Insert power supply. Case ready.
Next step, motherboard preparation. Motherboard ready.
Prepare for CPU. Ready for CPU.
Alright, next step, putting in the CPU. Now, you want to be careful of this because if you put it in the wrong way, you're going to mess up the pins on the processor. And once you bend those, you pretty much aren't covered by warranty. So, you see this little gold triangle right here? It matches, the direction you want to put in, there's a little notch marking that has another triangle over there. So, that's the way in which that you put the processor. And after that, get a snug fit. Lever goes down, and it's in. Okay, so when you buy your processor, if you buy OEM, it will come with a stock heatsink. And the heatsink already has some thermal paste on there. So basically all you do, you have two hinges, they go on the bracket that's on the motherboard. And with the side with the lever, you opposites first, hook it onto the bracket, and then try and get the other one on there. Come on. Okay, so once they're both hooked up, you're gonna flip the lever over, and that will lock into place.
Next up, install the fan.
Next up, you want to install the RAM. So, if you only have 2 sticks of RAM, you'll want to put them in the same channel. They have different colors, referring to each, and also to make sure which one just refer to your manual. So for this one, it'll be the black colored one. So installing it's fairly simple. Make sure the notch in the middle of the RAM stick matches up with the notch on the board, and just insert it, press down firmly, and both sides will lock up. Same for the other one. Alright, I'm good to go.
Now we're placing the panel inside the case. We want to make sure you get it firmly in place so that it all fits.
Dropping in the motherboard. One thing to keep in mind before it goes in, these little risers, if they're not already installed in your case, be sure to install them to keep your motherboard from shorting when you screw it in.
unplug it.
Good tip, don't drop the screwdriver.
That hard.
Luckily it landed on the PCI slots.
Useless. So next up is connecting the little pins you have that are connected to your case that control this whole mess of wires. This whole, yeah, it connects you got your power, you got your hard drive LED, reset switch, and more LEDs. And you'll want to take a look at your manual. Don't think you can something around whatever, it's in your manual. And it'll show you which pins to connect it up to. Typically black, or in this case white wires, are the negatives, and the other colored wires will be your positives. So alright, and some other connectors that we have here from the front is the audio and USB. USB goes right here. Oh, it should go right there. And audio goes over there, and you can see if just a little markings of where the nut, there's a blank notch, and that should help you with knowing how these go in.
Alright, so now we're going to put in the hard drive. Each case has its own custom kind of quick mount. So in this case you just turn the little knob and it locks it into place. And it's really easy, these should just slide in. As so. And then just put in the quick mount bracket. And we're good.
Next, go ahead and put in the graphics card.
Case screws just to hold in place.
No problem.
Alright, so now we're just going to connect all the power cables. So first up we got the motherboard, which goes right there.
We have two 6-pin connectors for the video card, which right there. We have two 4-pins, so 8-pin for the processor.
And one power also looking flat thingy for the hard drive. Don't know what it's called. Yeah, you simply just plug in. Fairly easy. And we also have a SATA connector to connect the hard drive to the motherboard. And I just, that's it, just cram all the wires in here and you're good to go.
And you just want to make sure that all of the cords are plugged in tightly so that you won't have any problems later. Now go ahead and plug everything in.
Squeeze her, don't tease her, never leave her. Got to drop man, got to drop man, got to drop man.
Now we test. Now we test.
Yay.
Everything looks good.
And now to finalize the build.
Done! Alright, so now all that's left to do is install Windows and we're pretty much done. Thanks for watching and cheers.
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 Oh, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. Oh.